hope you all having an awesome day and hope you all had an awesome week. So let's start our week starting the commodities analysis with net gas, gold, silver, crude oil. Starting with natural gas. Right here, what do we have? So price just pushed down, hitting the support which is right here, and that was minor support, not major. So I just want to give you heads up here that we are still not bullish for a natural gas on smaller time frame. On smaller time frame, the price must break above 20 EMA first and then 50 EMA for the price to continue to push up, which I'm expecting. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because we are getting a condition, the condition I've mentioned in my weekends video. If you have not seen that, feel free to check them out. And I've also said that if the price opens below in gap, that is even better, and that has happened. First, let's see the clip from my last video so that we can connect the dots from there. It has now come back to 50 EMA. Now, if let's say the price opened below in gap, that will be good. If first candle opened below in gap, again, it will be good because in that case, it might become a valid bullish engulfer and it will engulf the previous candle with the whole body. The reason I'm saying that if the price opens below in gap is good because if the price opens above in gap, in that case, it will become an invalid candle and it won't become an engulfing candle. We have got a one red candle that is rejecting from 50 EMA. If you remember, I've said in my previous video that if the price won't hold on 20 EMA, it is likely to form a condition at 50 EMA. Previously, if you look here, price pushed up from 20 EMA after the breather, then pushed up from 20 EMA after the breather. Then it fails at 20 EMA right here, pushed up from the support and 50 EMA as well. Previously, it did the same thing right here. So, perfect. So first, I want to mention that from my last video, if you have not seen that, make sure you watch it because I also mentioned this head and shoulder pattern. Now, this pattern will complete once the price bounce up from here till here, and this is the bounce we are going to take an advantage of a buy trades and exit right here and look for the next condition. Now, this bounce can be strong enough to hit this level and price might form a double top. In that case, we won't be looking for head and shoulder. Instead, we're going to look for double top pattern. So keep an eye. I've explained the detailed analysis of what to look here on double top, on head and shoulder, and the entry right from here so that you know what to expect from that. So in the last video, I've said that on a high time frame, the price opened below, which will be good, and that has happened. Open below. If that turns out to be a bullish engulfer, in that case, that will become a strongest buy signal on a daily time frame, and the price will likely to push up at least 180 I'm expecting, which is 249 points. For example, the price closes right here, 249 points will look something like this exactly till my termination zone of the head and shoulder pattern. So make sure you take your profits and cut your profits. It is very important to cut your profits. Otherwise, here especially on net gas, you won't be able to make money. I have taken multiple trades and made money with multiple trades, not just by holding on, because it is a commodity that is also difficult. But for me, trust me, it is the best performing commodity from the last 3 years. And the winning ratio, you have already seen that we are above 87% in the winning ratio. The results is in the playlist. Feel free to check my 2023 and 2024 results. So that is why I'm saying make sure you take your profits. The reason I'm profitable here on Netgas because I was always taking my profit, and maximum I have gone up to 1.4 to 1 reward to risk ratio for the smaller 4-hour time frame. So it's totally up to you. If you are trading on high time frame, you want to enter right here and at least exit to the next support. If you enter right here, exit to the next resistance. For example, with this bullish engulfer, your exit should be right here. So that is how you need to be trading. You need to know how to exit as well. So let's begin what to expect. So simply look for bullish engulfer. If that happens, we have an exact same signal like this, and price will likely to push up from here. 180 is my target initially. 1.2 to 1 or 4 to 1 you can manage. For the daily time frame, 1.2 to 1 will be enough. So keep an eye on this daily candle for your entries. On 4-hour, let's look at 4-hour. On 4-hour, I am still looking for my pullback entry bearish. As the price just made a new low right here, now I want to see a bearish engulfer. If the price forms a bearish engulfer, I will not take it as an entry. Even though that's going to be valid, it's totally up to you if you want to take it. But I want to see some good pullback till 50 EMA. You remember we took this trade just recently with this big bearish engulfer. Take profit 1, take profit 2, both has been hit, but I always keep a bigger targets and manage from the smaller targets. So simply look for another signal exactly like this. As we have a break of structure, as you can see, we are getting rejection here. We could see one more rejection from 50 EM. If the price pushes a bearish engulfer, will be my entry condition. Go 1 to 2 ATR exit, and then price might form a double bottom pattern right here. So that is what I'll be looking at. Bearish engulfer on 4 hour and bullish engulfer on a daily. Whichever you get first, take your entries according to that conditions. And don't get confused. Let's say you say, Omar, if I get a bullish engulfer and bearish engulfer on 4 hour, what shall I do? Let's, for the sake of example, if you get a bullish engulfer here. Now, after this candle is closed, price might give you a pullback because your stop loss will be bigger as well. And this pullback on a 4 hour time frame will be enough to hit your 1 ATR target because the ATR is smaller on 4 hour time frame. So that is how you do take your trades on 4 hour. I personally prefer 4 hour, but someone who look at entry on a daily, there is something I want to mention as well because NatGas is performing well on a daily time frame as well. Here on capital.com, exactly the same. For the price to form head and shoulder pattern, again, I want to see a termination, hit of termination zone, and then a push back up to form a right shoulder. Watch my weekend's video to see what to expect from this pattern. For now, just pullback and a bearish engulfer. I want to see right here, that will be my entry condition, and I will go short till here 1 to 2 ATR exit and look for my next entry condition. We do not have any sort of signal yet, but I'm actively looking for condition. Now if the price forms a double bottom within this rejection box, which is right here, this pink box, again that was mentioned in my weekend's video, that was a detailed analysis. If that happens, that will be a buy signal, a minor signal. Stop loss can be below, take profit can be 1 to 1 or 1.2 to 1, 4 to 1 till 50 EMA. It's totally up to you how you want to manage it. So that's going to be minor double bottom if we have that. If not, simply bearish engulfer on 4 hour. All I'm looking at conditions and a possible entry pattern. Same on NEMIX, either a double bottom from the rejection zone that looks something like this. Make it prominent like this. So either a double bottom with rejection without a candle to close below this low. If the candle closed below this low with a body, in that case price will likely to push down within this lower level of support zone, which is right here, and that was mentioned in my weekend's video, which is my previous video. Feel free to check that out. Or bearish engulfer, that is all I'm looking at to take my sell trade. So that is all I'm looking at. Keep an eye on these conditions and only take your trades with conditions. Coming here on gold. Gold is now in a process of a pullback. Now it is not an entry condition for me here on gold. According to my pullback entry, it won't be valid. But let's say if one more candle goes down below 50 EMA, then the next candle goes back above 50 EMA with a green and a solid engulfing candle. Only then it will be my buy signal. If that happens, I'm gonna go long from here. That is all I'm looking at. I've also mentioned what to look from the gold and silver ratio and how to trade gold and silver with the ratio. If you remember, I've said that it is a level of resistance. Expect a pullback from here in a bearish move and expect a push up from gold and silver that goes opposite. The pullback on a ratio was downwards and a pullback here was the upwards on silver and on gold. So that is why if the gold and silver forms a double top here, means the ratio will fall and gold and silver will rise from here. So that is why keep an eye on this ratio moves as well, and watch this video in my playlist to see how to trade gold and silver with the ratio. So at this point, if we have that condition, I'm gonna go long. If there is no condition, we have a likely chance of the price to push up back to the first stop. From here, we might see another rejection and an opportunity to take a sell trade by stop loss, keeping a stop loss here. Take profit can be 1 to 1, 1.4 to 1, 2 to 1, and exit again before the price will shoot up from here. So for now, I'm expecting a push up, then a pullback, then a continuation. That is a move I'm expecting out of gold. Here on silver, we are now in a level of major trend continuation support that was sent to my members yesterday. So 32.54 goes to 32.98. That is a new level of trend continuation support zone. So all I'm looking at a possible condition where, which is my either a double bottom, which is something like this, a bullish engulfing pattern. Now that is also a bearish engulfing pattern and one of my sell signal that can be taken if you want to. For example, I've entered right here, 1 ATR is 28 cents or 28 points. So that looks something like this. So in that process, price might hit the take profit and then forms a condition right here to go long. So sell from here, look for the rejection. If there is a rejection followed by a bullish condition like engulfers or a pin bar, then that is a buy signal. Stop loss here, take profit can be 1 to 1 initially and manage to 1.4 to 1 reward to risk ratio. So keep an eye. These are the conditions now I'll be looking at here on silver. Possible sell signal. Expect a good scalp from here and then price will likely to push up from here. coming here on crude oil, has hit the take profits. Let me show you the clip from my last video so that we can connect the dots from there. Crude oil has just formed a bullish engulfing pattern. That is my valid entry. In that case, in that scenario, I enter right here. 1 ATR is $0.50 or 500 pips, which is right here. So that is my valid entry. For the bigger target, you can manage to these highs, which is a level of minor resistance right here. For the smaller target is always 1 ATR. That's totally up to you how you want to manage your trade. So a buy signal here on crude oil, it is likely going to push up from here to the next level above, which is awesome. So for the keyboard warriors, my account is connected right here. I do take my personal trades on my own account. Whatever I teach you guys, exactly something I do for my own personal trading. And as you can see, IC Market is connected. If you go to IC Markets on my platform, here on crude oil, IC Markets, that's my broker's platform. And if you look down here, that shows my take profit has been hit with this again. I've taken one lot and that has nicely hit my take profit. That was a pain when the price pushes down here, almost about to hit my stop loss. But that is something we call patience, and that has played out. I don't prefer pullback entries here on crude oil, but I have decided to take this trade, take a risk, because looking at this nice uptrend that was mentioned in my last video. So that was a successful trade. If you have closed it, please close it and look for the next entry. If you want to come out, take your profits and look for the next entry condition, which is what? Which is my next pullback entry bullish. Now here on this platform, that is 2-to-1 reward to risk ratio. Don't be greedy. That is good reward to risk ratio. So for now, we can see another pullback, a possible retest of this anchor right here, from where we might see another bullish engulf frame. Keep on taking longs till the price get to the next level of resistance or a minor resistance, which is right here, from where expect a pullback and then a continuation. So I'm expecting a price to go up to 70.09, goes to 70.41, from where expect a pullback, then a continuation towards the upside. If you're someone who want to manage it, that's totally up to you till this zone and manage your trades accordingly. That's totally up to you. So keep an eye, expect a further push up out of crude oil if there is no dramatic news event. Technically, we are good bullish and we are expecting a price to push up from here. So that is it for today's analysis. Hope you got a value. If yes, give this video a thumbs up. If you are really learning from analysis, do not forget to hit the like button. It really helps me in a YouTube algorithm. Hope you trade green. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have an awesome day ahead. Take care.